First question, how is your name?
My name is Matt.
And who I'm doing the interview with which mag?
Lady Obscure magazine.
So how do you come up with the name Lady Obscure magazine then?
That's a good question. Lady Obscure. Lady Obscure. I feel like you're interviewing me, but that's okay.
Right now.
Lady Obscure is basically about the underground metal scene, whether it's progressive, power metal, anything that's in the underground that we want to give bands attention to.
Great.
So we want to spotlight on bands like Primal Fear that aren't known to the wide masses, but they have huge underground followings. So that's what our website was founded on, with our leader she lives in Turkey.
Turkey, wow.
Yeah, Nem, that's who runs the website. She's an amazing person, and it's amazing. And she's an amazing person to work for. But that's the history of Lady Obscure. So we wanted to get out and spread the word about the new Primal Fear album, Rule Breaker.
So which was the best interview you've did so far?
That I've done?
Yeah.
I would say probably I've interviewed a lot of people, but Amaranth is always a fun interview. I've interviewed Delane before, bands like that.
Female bands.
Yeah, female fronted bands, but I've also interviewed the band Voyager from Australia.
So which was the worst?
The worst interview. Yeah, I can't say that. I'm not going to go down that road. But the initials are just kidding.
Okay.
But yeah, I won't talk about the worst interview. But
you can have a seat if you want to.
I think I should.
Yeah.
So the tour's been going well.
So far it's been going well. Yeah, we're really having a good mood and. Gigs are great so far, and crowd has been doing really good. We're really amazed about the crowd. They're really into it, and we have a lot of fun on that tour so far.
I experienced the New York show earlier on the tour, and
Stage 48.
Stage 48. It was an amazing show.
Yeah,
it's a great complement of bands too. Like you have the cinematic, symphonic metal with Rhapsody, and then you have the straight ahead, heavy power metal with you guys.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect fit. I think it's an amazing double bill, and a lot of the, metal packages that come around here, they need to be more like this, where it's like two bands that are different but fit together really well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's a perfect package.
And you guys all seem to get along really well between the bands.
We share the two of us together for 5 weeks right now, and we have. Including this one, we have 4 more shows to go. We are going after this one. We're going to Canada, playing 3 more shows in Canada, and we really get along very well together.
Great.
Fun on the tour bus. It's all good, all fine. No stress, no fighting, and it's really, really good.
That's great to hear.
And we are sharing co-headlining shit, so we share the same stage. Sometimes they are up last, and sometimes we are last. So, but no complaints about that, or no discussing or arguing. All is really, really fun.
And that's the way it should be, but yeah, I mean,
that's not a regular thing.
No.
But this time it's really so relaxed and everything's so easy.
It's funny because the two bands are bands that overseas are very well known, and here in America, they're you're still kind of building audiences in a sense. But I remember seeing Primal Fear in 2010, I think it was, close by in Boston, and to see how many albums have been out since then. I think 3 or 4 since then.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We're just really releasing a lot of albums right now since our beginning. I think it was the 13th album released so far, and there will be another DVD will be released next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was that one filmed?
In our hometown, actually.
Oh, really?
So when we did the European tour back in February, so we filmed it there, but maybe we'll do some other shows. So we add some more stuff on the DVD.
Fantastic. Now, with recording Rule Breaker, who was the primary songwriter for that? Was it Alex or?
No, it's more because I just did the last touring in 2014.
Yes.
As a hired gun. So I was just the hired gun, and after that they they asked me if I would like to be the full-time member of the band. So after a long, I agreed. Now it was like a no-brainer.
Of course.
And but originally, like the main songwriters like Magnus and
Yes.
Ed, and Ralf's doing some vocal on it. So it's like,
Fantastic. Yeah, Magnus has always been a part of the Primal Fear family, but just can't.
Magnus is a part of the family, and he's still in the band. He's a band member, but he do not go on tour.
Yeah.
So it's also like Alex and I. We are doing the touring, and he's writing stuff and blah blah blah. All that shit. So I'm all fine with that. But that doesn't mean that Alex and I are not allowed to write songs.
Sure.
So because now I'm back in the band, I also started to write songs for the upcoming album. So let's see how it will work out.
So you're already writing for the next album.
Sure,
You have
yeah.
that in mind.
We're always in writing mode.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I can tell you that listening to Rule Breaker, it's definitely Primal Fear at its best with the catchy choruses, the chunky riffs, and
Yes.
just like it's straight ahead heavy metal. And it's great that a band doesn't have to be fitting a certain genre. Like you don't have to specifically be power metal. It's just metal.
Yeah, I think we're just like, we started as like a power metal band. In the beginning, we were called like the Judas Priest clones.
Yeah.
But I never thought of that, because as we started writing songs, we just wrote songs that we liked, and then Ralf sang to all the songs, and so Ralph's voice is a little bit like Rob Halford's voice, but I don't think that he's a Rob Halford clown. He has his own style of singing, but it sounds a little bit like him. But we're definitely not like Judas Priest clones or stuff like that.
Oh no!
We wrote so many songs that wouldn't fit to Judas Priest.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to improve ourselves in the songwriting and stuff like that, to write new songs, good songs, and we really never thought about being trendy or emo core or more thrash or black or death. We just write songs, and if you like the songs we wrote, we will put them on the album.
Yeah.
And if there's a fast song or a trashy song or like a groove song, it's all fine with us. It's like, as long as we like the songs, we'll bring them on the album, and as long as the fans like the songs, we are happy with that.
Well, I can definitely say we reviewed the album for Lady Obscure, and we gave it a 5-star review because it's just a
Out of
5.
5 out of 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No
5 out of 10 wouldn't have been good.
No complaints about that. Like, we get 5
Yeah,
out of what?
5 out of what? Yeah.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, no, it's just like a fun album to listen to and to rock out to, and that's, I think, the beauty of listening to Primal Fear is that you just put it on and just like rock out to it. And
Yeah, I think what really is what I really like about the album is like the mixture. Like we have really heavy songs, we have these groovy songs, we have like happy songs with catchy melodies and catchy choruses. We have like the epic tracks, like 11 minutes songs on the album. So that's like a part, every part putting together and makes the puzzle complete.
yeah,
So that's really what I like about the albums. It's just like not like one song 10 times. It's just like one song and it sounds different to another song and stuff like that. Catchy choruses, heavy metal screams from Ralf, blistering guitar solo, double bass parts, like really trashy parts, epic tracks. That really, that's what Primal Fear is all about right now.
Now there was a change up as far as the drummer as well.
Yeah.
So the new drummer is
Francesco Giovinio from
Yes.
Italy, and he's the former drummer of UDO.
Oh, okay.
So UDO and Primal Fear, the two together, and so this guy knew him for a long time right now. And after Randy decided to quit the band after like 11 years, just to try something new, we were in need of finding a new drummer. In the beginning, we did choose Achilles Priester from Brazil.
I remember that.
Yeah, playing for Angra and stuff like that.
Yep.
But like Sao Paulo, Germany is like a long distance, so it didn't work out that well. So we decided to separate ways in a friendly way. And then we were looking for another drummer, and Francesco was available. So we asked him.
Great.
And he came up to the rehearsals. We played like 4 or 5 songs. It was like, wow.
He just nailed it.
He's the man. And so he's a really nice guy. He's really funny, nice. He really fits into this band very well, and he gives us this extra push over the cliff, playing live, all that stuff. It's really amazing to have him in the band.
Well, seeing you guys at Stage 48, I can definitely attest to that because you sounded as amazing as ever. I mean, I've seen you guys a few times, so like just being able to see you on stage with different members, but still sounding like Primal Fear and still having fun on stage and putting on a great show that all the fans, you know, going crazy. So I mean,
we do go crazy sometimes. I love that.
Oh yeah, I mean, when it comes to this tour, what do you think was the highlight as far as like where you played? Would it be like Las Vegas, New York?
No, I think if you play like 25 shows in America, it's really hard or tough to pick one special show because every show was special.
Yeah.
In some kind of way. So it would not be fair for fans to say like, oh, Vegas was best or Orlando or Tampa was best. So it was like all the good shows, we had fun, and the crowd was really amazing. So it would not be unfair. This is
talking shit.
This is Ralph.
Hey, all good.
This is Armando.
Amanda. This is the new singer for Primal Fear, Amanda.
Amanda, the new singer of Primal Fear for the last show on the American tour.
A guest appearance from Ralph.
Guest appearance. I think it's like Celine Dion stuff tonight. My house will go on and stuff like that in metal version.
Well, I can tell you that I know there's a lot of people here tonight to see you guys, and
It was Celine Dion.
we're sing the Celine Dion cover songs. So it's going to be an amazing night of metal, and
I wouldn't even know a song from her around the middle.
the Titanic song, maybe.
Titanic song.
Oh. It's a Lady Obscure exclusive, seeing Ralph trying to sing Celine Dion.
He was just lip syncing, and I was.
That was you.
That's why so bad. It was so.
But now that Ralph's here, just a quick question for you. How is the tour going for you? I know Tom said that it was great, but I mean, I want to know if that's true.
Bullshit. Of course, it's amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it very much, absolutely.
And tonight's the last night of the U.S. tour.
Of the US, yes.
Yeah.
And there's going to be Canada, like you said, maybe also before flying to Japan and Australia. So yeah, it's so far really good.
Fantastic. So we're definitely looking forward to the show tonight. And anybody that hasn't heard the new album Rule Breaker, it's out in stores. So pick it up. It's on Frontiers Records. And well, thank you very much, both of you, for taking some time out. And
sorry for disturbing.
Nice hello to Turkey.
yes, say hello to Nem back in Turkey, and
Hey Nem, nice to meet you.
and Pamela Moore sends her regards as well.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you to say hello.
I'm out of here, huh?
Definitely.
It's all good.
And Pamela will be touring now in place of Tom. But thank you so much, guys, and looking forward to the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This is Matt from Lady Obscure, and we're saying metal is forever.
Wow.